Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So over Christmas, my brother got me a set of Crayola Signature Blend and Shade colored pencils, the 50 pack. So today I'm going to review them, share my thoughts, and try and make an artwork with them. So just looking a bit at the packaging. It's all very fancy, so they've got this Crayola signature, so you know it's a bit more mature, I'd say, for Crayola. It's got this fancy little drawing here. Really liking that, and I assume that behind this is the full picture, and I always sort of want to use that as inspiration for my piece. But enough about that for now. So this is the front. It's got the pencils here. I sure hope they have color names on them. I'm sure they do, but it's just looking like it'll only be a one-sided affair. So on the rear of the container, you've got all your color names. So I'll definitely do a little bit of swatch with that. It's got a little blurb here, and then it's got a comparison of it on light paper and dark paper. So definitely interesting to see. It's also got a little hot tip down the bottom here. For best results to sharpen, use a handheld sharpener. Very nice. It's just got some more things that mean nothing to me. So now that I've done that, I can actually take it out of its fancy reflective packaging. And like I thought, it is just a bigger version of this and that. So package itself, it's got like a little embossed Crayola down here, which is pretty fancy, and the black's just all black. It does have like copyright. Yeah, it's my face. Out of the cling film, I guess you can zoom in a teeny bit. Boop. Fab. Okay. So really loving this illustration. Gonna use that as my inspiration. Not necessarily realistic, but I love that sort of stuff. It's got a little film, I assume, to stop lead. I don't know. So here's all the colors in one shot for you guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rule up a little swatch sheet, and then we can do a bit of swatching. Here's a little close-up of the pencil. It's got like a little embossed number in there. Crayola in silver metallic, and then the names, and then the color. Round barrel. So we'll see how comfortable that is to work with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch and try not to mess this up too much, because it's a nice shot. Just realized I put the yellow orange and the light orange spot, so just give me a hot second, I'll fix that. Just notice, like, here with the names, once it focuses, like the G's already beginning to rub off, so it's cray, which, I mean, this is like Crayola's signature range. I don't know if you'd sort of want that to not rub off at one point, even before you've actually used it. Next up is cool gray, but no, I actually got, instead of a cool gray, I got 2 slates. Ain't that lovely? So I'm just gonna swatch one of the slates in the cool gray section and see if they're a bit of a different color. Yeah, no, that's the same color. I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, don't need to be bagging on your Crayola, but I'd actually like to have all the colors that are on the package. And then here's my black. I'm gonna like see how deep we can go with this. Like into the void, like that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm just gonna just update the names. Okay, so I've done my swatching. First impressions, you can get like a pretty solid color, and it doesn't leave heaps of that paper texture, which is great, which tends to happen with the cheaper colored pencils. So I'm really keen to try these out in actual illustration. Bit bummed that I got 2 slates instead of a cool gray and a slate. And like some of the writing's coming off with the pencils. Like, it's Crayola's premium range, but it's still Crayola. You can't expect it to be like, well, Prismacolor level, I guess. Here's a close-up of all the colors swatched out. Me fixing up my mistakes there. I found that the oranges were pretty samey, but that being said, the other colors had a lot of variation. Just looking at anything that I thought, oh yeah, those two are the same. Samey, huh? Yeah, a bit confused with some of the color names like Pale Rose. The color, like the way it layers on the paper is really nice. Different to any other color pencils I've used, so excited to see how this turns out. Okay, I got my rough sketch. I'm gonna have a crack at coloring this in. So wish me luck. Looks like the colors blend together well, that's nice. See if they layer alright. Doesn't seem to be too bad. So here's the finished artwork. Yeah, it was a there's a lot of time spent. Some thoughts on the pencils. Just trying to find an example. So I think that they layer pretty well and they're really nice. It's just with the pencils. Just if you use one a lot, I like really used my you can barely see, dark brown a lot for my shading. It's like my main shading color. And yeah, just the silver peels off. Sharpening it, the lead cracked a few times. Well, not cracked, like smushed a few times, and got stuck in the barrel. So, but actually using them was really good. I really like the finished piece. So obviously in like the background it gets a bit more naive. That's the word I'll use. I was just trying to imitate that style of this, where it sort of just gets real scratchy, like just gives the impression. Like I think it did an alright job of doing it. I'm really happy with the finished piece. It's a little cottage. Things I wish I did better, probably a bit more contrast. Like, I mean, the line work does that. It's just the background sort of the same sort of hue, value, I should say, as the foreground. I tried to fix that. Couldn't really, but all in all, it was really fun experiment. And with the Crayola color pencils, first time trying them out, you can get really solid blocks of color like over here, or like I wanted to go for a bit more of the colored pencil look. It just requires a bit more pressure, but it's nice and smooth and I guess buttery like it said in the container. Did like that. So I'd recommend them for like, I think it's like $40 Australian for a 50 set, which is pretty damn cheap. So I'd recommend them over, I don't know, regular Crayolas if you're actually trying to get like a decent artwork. Those are my thoughts, and now I'll leave you guys with the close-ups. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And if there's anything you'd like to see from me, let me know down in the comments.